welcome to my channel. I'll be showing you how to harness the power of Midjourney to create jaw-dropping mock-ups that will skyrocket your profits. I'll be diving into the nitty-gritty of how to use this powerful tool to take your store to the next level. So get ready to discover the secrets behind the most successful stores and learn how to apply them to your own business. This video is structured into 3 parts. Firstly, I'll provide prompts on how to use Midjourney to create the perfect mockup. Next, I'll go through the editing process to optimize the mockup for listing on Etsy. Finally, I will showcase successful stores that have mastered the technique and demonstrate how you can replicate their success. If this is something that's interesting to you, please keep watching and give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much. A coffee cup 14 ounce placed in a kitchen, wooden red shelves as background, f1.8. So it's funny how in Midjourney you can actually give it some camera angles and aperture. Like I gave it f1.8 command and prompt, and then just see how clear, crisp the pictures are. Like the background is not in focus and the subject is high in focus, just like you would shoot from a camera with that aperture. So yeah, you could totally give those kind of prompts, and these pictures are amazing to be used in Midjourney. Like I can't believe it's not real. Like it's created in Midjourney. This one I gave for with a brown background. These two cups cannot be used because that's not the standard selling size. This is something that can be used and pretty much cleaned. So you can just give it your design and we are good to go. And then I tried to give it more play around I tried to play around with the background here, and you see it's like Midjourney has some problems and issues with the colors. It kind of mixes up, and the kitchen is on the cup here. This is a funny one, but one of these designs you can clear it up. Like I've seen one of this, the right one selling on Printify, with the colored handles, and yes, you can totally use that cup. This one's pretty good actually. I did a solid straight white coffee cup 14 ounce in a wooden kitchen. Yes, this is pretty good, and you can the standard size is this one. Yes, you can use this one. Not all the sizes are of use because if you don't get the subject there to sell on Printify, you don't want to list it on Etsy. This one's pretty good, so I enlarged this one, upscaled it. This is good to go. I can just give it my design, and it's a really good markup, high resolution markup. Sometimes you have to play around because if there is some shadow coming along the way, I'm not sure you can use it for the design because half of your design will be in the dark, right? So I did no shadows, but it's funny, did just the opposite. Just the opposite. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any luck with the shadow prompt in Midjourney. I tried to do something with a card mockup. It wasn't so good though. This white t-shirt mockup concrete background. This is a good one. Yes. This one I can for sure use. So sometimes in one of your mockups, I did this a white t-shirt mockup model forest background. I really like this one, how it turned out. This one can be used, and even this one you can just clean up a little on his chest and it's good to go. This one's pretty good. I like this style. Like if you want to do some forest themed like shop mockups. I upscaled this one because I'm gonna use this one anyway, so yeah. I tried to remix it, the one I liked, but it came out funny. Sometimes Midjourney has issues with neck and hand issues. Yes, it's kind of fixing it, but it's not there. It's not there yet. You see, this is funny. I don't know what it was trying to make. This looks like a vampire to me. Yeah, the hands are funny all over the place. It's kind of melted in his pocket. So you have to keep a watch with such details. You don't want to list it as a mock-up if something's funny going on. I really like this one. And it was like the details were pretty good, so I upscaled this one. I'll be using this one after some cleanup. It's easy to clean because you can actually see the white boundaries, so it's pretty easy to clean. And this one is it's easier as well, yeah. I like the background here. Gives you like a forest, good feel in the markup. I gave some simple prompts to start with. A mock-up model wearing a white t-shirt. And guy, was a surprise. Yes, I was. Amazing product. Amazing result. And I really like how it's playing with the skin color and testing it out. Like clear backgrounds as well, like the initial two, gray and brown. Nice backgrounds. You could totally use with their design, but you want more where like more of the front is seen because it's good for the design. Something like this you can't use for the design where it's like side posed. Yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna remix it a little bit. Better than this. The front is like clear, crisp for your design to be posted. Yes. And I've seen Etsy selling people selling this. I tried to remix it a little bit. Something weird with the face going on here. I don't know what's trying to give it a bit of beard. I don't know. So you have to test it out. But these you can just sell the markup as digital print. So this is the most passive you can get because you don't have to do any shipping. This one is really nice though. I upskilled this one and I really like it. I'm like, wow, he's standing in style and it's like high focused product picture and the hands are fine too. How nice is this one? Like you have to, these pictures take time when you're like doing a model mock-up, preparing and photo shoot and editing and then filtering. This one just came out like in a minute or so. Let's do a portrait mode, yeah. Let's do a portrait. This one came out with the glasses. I love that one. Not sure about this one, so I'll do a mock-up again, prompt. Let's do a female model this time. I did on Etsy. I want to do like minimum colors and negative space so that the model stands out. This is when I'm using my fast version. You always get some hours in your subscription. So how you can see the negative space is created, like what this prompt does. It's like it's separating the background with subject. These are high resolution ones. And this is nice design. I can use this one. You have to clean up. If it's not like white solid, you have to clean up. This one is good though. I'm gonna upskill this one, yeah. Let's remix it a little bit. I want a more realistic one. Something went wrong with the background here. It's weird how you can give the same prompt and get different results, and sometimes it's good, and sometimes not that good. Let's do some ethnicity here. Like, let's do an Asian female model. So that we can give more like color options, more different type of skin tones and with the mockups, because the mockups are like people are using them for different kind of shops and some are interested more in one style than the other. You could just like, create your own specific kind of mockup targeting those shops, niching down to have better sales on Etsy. Let's see how this one does. Okay. This is giving me a zoomed in version. I was mostly looking for a zoomed out version to paste my design on the shirt. Not bad though. Wow. These are pretty good. Like if this would give me a zoomed out version of these 4 pictures, I would love it. So there's only one sweatshirt and the other 3 are hoodies here. But if you're like targeting the Asian stores, you could totally do something like this in the markup and it'll be high selling for such people. An Asian female model wearing a white sweatshirt standing against dark space in style. So that's what I did. I just had to add in style for the expressions. You could actually give it an expression prompt as well if you want, like in different kind of expressions. I don't know what, but you could. You don't want to sell an angry expression lady for a mock-up. That won't sell at all, I'm sure about that. So let's do this one. Waiting. So I did blue jeans so that we can get a like, zoomed out version of the model. It did work. Wow. It takes up a lot of time to get your mock-up model and pictures, cleaning up. Wow, this is like, it's been created in seconds. I tried some baby bodysuits, onesie style on a wooden table, like because these do really good on Etsy. This one's pretty good. I like it. It's like all clean. I did a solid white. You have to put in a solid white bodysuit or onesie. Yes, it's pretty good. It did something funny with the flowers here. Have to keep a watch for such stuff, right? You can actually, like, if you want to use it, you can clean it up or give it some elements in Photoshop or any kind of software that you're using. It's pretty easy. They're using elements and stickers to give it a real feel, like a 3D element if you can get it. I get mine from Envato. They have like a lot of 3D elements. I tried upscaling this one. The flower is funny. So I tried this, a solid white baby bodysuit on a white oak bench, full of flowers only on the bench, because I could see they're doing something funny with the flowers. Um, I did like how this turned out, and I'm actually gonna use one of these. This is funny. Like there's a baby sitting in there. So yeah. Sometimes, and this one feels like a baby thighs in there. So not all products, not all the pictures you're gonna use. So yeah, you can always use this one. This one is really good. I like the first one here. Yeah, you can just clean it up, and I really like it. It gives a real feel. I actually like this one as well. I'm gonna use this one if you want to give like a wood feel, and you can just, it's actually good to go. Yeah, this like it's so crisp. I really like this one. How detailed is this one? A white cup resting on a branch, Instagram style. I wanted to give it an Instagram style prompt so that I can get the kind of pictures I was looking for. And I have to say, it's not bad. It's good, but it's just the branches are all over the place. So I did a wide mockup 14-ounce cup, just a simple wine. I really like this one now. A white coffee cup 14 ounce resting with flower backgrounds. This is so cute. I went on playing a plain white coffee cup. I thought that's gonna like clean up the white, but it's still the flowers are getting in the cup. Finally, one here is actually a fuse. Like it's a like tiny thing going on there which can be cleaned. It's pretty easy. I like the cup size too because these are the most high selling cup sizes on Etsy. A plain white coffee cup 14 ounce resting on a beautiful background. Sorry about that. So yeah, I like this one. It's like don't give it background, just a beautiful background. Let's see how what it comes up with, and not bad. Now a plain white coffee cup 14 ounce resting on a beautiful background again, giving it some remix here, but I didn't get a white, pure white cup. I like this one, how it turned out, because this is easy to clean. It's got clear white boundaries. You can just clean up the picture in Photoshop. There's Photo P or a software, like a free version of Photoshop. Keep an eye for those software all coming. A very realistic, hot, handsome guy with white sweatshirt. Sorry, I just had to try something like this. I want to see what Midjourney comes up with, and it did pretty good. Like, yeah, this could be my model for the book. But yeah, this is really good. See how like they're like detailed, like the expressions and everything. Okay, so I did a very realistic Indian hot, handsome guy with white sweatshirt and blue jeans standing inside. So I did blue jeans. Sorry about the ethnicity. I had to do something like that. But about the blue jeans, because I wanted it to be zoomed out version and not like in zoom, because I want to use it as a mock-up for my designs. So I did blue jeans. So I came across this high selling product. This is a custom t-shirt. It's doing pretty good. There's nothing much, it's just some text and photo, and you can totally create this as a physical product using the mockup we just created in Midjourney. So I've imported my mockup that I made in Midjourney in my Canva software, yeah. So we are going to create some design. You can always lock the design. I'll actually do a video of a designing video in Canva. Just put in some custom text. This is just for the sake of this video. I am doing something similar to the listing. You don't want to do it like exact same. Although this is actually a custom t-shirt. I mean, it's on somebody's photo. Something similar. We can make something similar, yeah. And this is for people who want their pictures to be printed on the shirts with their custom text. So they're given their custom text and custom and their picture, and we just go in Printify, Printful, anything print on demand software that you're using, a service that you're using, and just get it printed. So it's as simple as that. Lower the transparency always. That's what I like to do for my mockups because that gives a more realistic touch. And you can always choose the font. And on a cool tip is you actually give them more font options to sell, where they have like more font options in the drop down menu. They actually like it more. It's like getting more personal. So you can have 2 to 3 font options, like even 10 font options, and just list all of them together. And always go to Etsy. What's the trending font? And something that we don't look at as minute as it should be. The trending font styles should be. You have to kind of match up with the trending font styles because they are the high selling fonts right now. Then just download this and we are good to go. Yes, we are good to go. And we can just list it as is. So this is something different from the normal mockup that the Printful, Printify provides. Look at this best-selling store here. I'm using an extension called Everbee. It's amazing if you want to do some research of the high trending, low competition topics and tags. I have a link in the description box below. This listing, like that's 2 months old. It has done 475 sales and wow, 33,000. That's almost $34,000 in just last month. Look at this store. This is the mockup store in 90,000 sales. Oh my God, 90,000 sales. You can easily make similar things, and look how many high selling items do they have in their store. So many items already. 20 plus people have it in their carts. 20 plus people have it in their carts, and that's just a sign that they are like making profit. Wow. And you can always make a bundle, like you can have like 5 or 6 mockups bundled up, and that's a very good strategy for larger profits. Something like this can be created in Midjourney. It's like so simple. Like reviews from this shop alone is like 18,442. Let's do most recent. What did they add? Yeah, that's it. See, oh my God, this is so similar. This is so similar to the one we created. Like, and honestly, you can just create something in Midjourney and top it up with an element. Um, if alone this product has been selling for like all these reviews, like 18, 40, 40, 442 reviews, 65,000. Wow. Wow, 65,000 for only the people who have actually reviewed. And this is not the highest sell price, this is somewhere in the middle. And they have 90 per kid. Oh my God, they have 90K sales. So imagine, this is like we just calculated 65,000 based on the review numbers, and that's 1 in 10, right? So you can see the margin here. Wow. 65,000 into almost like 9 times, 10 times. Wow, they have been, and this is not an old store. They're like 2020 open store. Subscribe for more such content coming up. Thank you.